Hi everybody, I'm Christino, and this is my channel, Men's Covert Recovery, a channel dedicated to men who have suffered the abuse of the covert narcissist. I hope everybody's doing good, and I want you to know that I love you, and that you're in my prayers, and God bless you. Uh, I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I've been asking myself, Christino, I talk to myself a lot, uh, why are you making videos, and why are you putting them on YouTube? And that's a good question because there's a lot of people that are doing it. And how do you know they're not narcissists or psychopaths or pretending that they've gone through narcissistic abuse and they haven't? I mean, we honestly don't know. And well, I'm gonna answer the question. I want y'all to know that I'm not no psychiatrist. I'm not no counselor. I don't have no PhD. Um, I'm not a narcissistic specialist. I am 3 years out of a covert narcissistic marriage. Um, and I have watched thousands of videos, and I've read books, and I've done experiments with the covert narcissist, and I know what I've lived, and what I've seen, what I discovered. And the reason I make videos is because, well, first of all, I started making videos in the beginning when I didn't even know what I was going through, and it was a discard because God had put it on my heart to start videoing. And at the time, I thought that I would end up using the documentation in my divorce uh, for some kind of divorce channel or something, because I know how important marriage was to me and how special it is and the effects that it has on family, and the the what it does to children. I mean, my son's being alienated from me not getting to be a part of their life. I mean, statistically, the odds of them becoming drug addicts, not graduating, committing suicide, even being molested, are it's unbelievable, and that's awful. And I make my videos because I want to share what I've experienced, what I've learned, how I handled it. And I always say I could probably tell you more of what not to do because you're looking at a guy who made every mistake there is. And I know that getting cheated on is devastating. Getting your children alienated from you is just heartbreaking. Getting incarcerated, going to the penitentiary for 2 years, abuse by proxy, um, the flying monkeys, the gaslighting, the projecting, circular conversations, the sweet mean cycle. I mean, the golden child and the scapegoat. I've seen it all with my own eyes. And you'll hear me say this all the time, and it's unbelievable. I mean, if you could have told me 3 years ago, Christino, you're fixing to discover that your wife has a personality disorder, and has narcissistic personality disorder, (NPD), and you're fixing to get cheated on. Your children are fixing to be alienated from you. You're going to discover that you've been getting psychologically assassinated, and you've been abused, and you're fixing to consider suicide an option, and everybody in your life is going to be turned against you, and you're going to go bald. I would have never believed that. I tell everybody I couldn't make this stuff up if I was smoking crack. I've never smoked crack, but I've seen the effects that it has on people, and I'm pretty sure I could smoke a little and still not dream this stuff up. It's just something that's really crazy. I never ever could have dreamed that I was in a relationship for 14 years with somebody who was wearing a mask, pretending to be somebody they're not, and that they were mirroring everything that I wanted, and that Not only did they not love me or care for me, but they were harming me. They were torturing me. They were abusing me spiritually, psychologically, physically. I mean, financially. I mean, there's not an area of my life that hasn't been affected by narcissistic abuse today. And I have when I didn't put videos up on YouTube several years ago because I knew it wasn't the right time. I was still so full of anger and hate and bitterness, and I was still broken, and I knew the time wasn't right. And but I knew that when I started searching uh, and researching and try to understand what I was going through, I used to get so mad because every video I would come across would be about men, men. I mean, if I had $1 for every time I hollered at the TV, there's narcissistic women out there, because there is. And I couldn't find any men. I think one or two maybe that could talk about the experience of being in a covert narcissistic relationship. So I've seen a lot of women, and I always said, I mean, how can that woman truly explain how you feel when they haven't gone through it? So I didn't put videos on them because my heart wasn't in the right place, but I am today because it is. And I know there's a lot of people that are starting to make videos and stuff, and narcissism is something that's like really exploded. I know that on Google, it's the number one thing that's looked up, narcissist. So it's something that's really coming out into the world, and people are starting to recognize and realize. And not everybody's a narcissist. I know that I hear people calling everybody a narcissist, and I tell you what, if you knew what a narcissist was, if you really truly know what a pathological narcissist is, you won't ever call nobody else a narcissist again, I promise you. But there are narcissists out there, and they do seek out people who are empathetic, who are loving, caring, forgiving, loyal, and trusting, and they take advantage of us and they destroy us. And it's called narcissistic abuse, and it's something that I've experienced, and it's something that I want to share and bring knowledge to. And I know that when I was going through it, it's such a lonely time. I mean, for you to try to share what you've experienced with people. People thought I was on crack. They were ready to put me in some kind of crazy house. Because when you start going around telling everybody this woman that you've been with is a covert narcissist, she's been wearing a mask and all she cared for was supply. Come on. I mean, I can honestly say if somebody came up to me and started telling me this, I don't know. You know, like a lot of people say, oh, you're just an ex that can't get over a bad relationship. I wish. Uh, Narcissistic abuse is an unspoken reality. It happens. It happened to me. And if you're watching these videos, it's probably happened to you. And I just wanted to share this with you and let you know this is why I'm making videos. So if you come across my videos and you're looking for some world class, extraordinaire psychologist, narcissistic expert, I'm not that. But I am a human being who has experienced something that's devastating, life changing, and I want to share what I've gone through to let other men and women know that if you're going through what I've gone through, no matter how bleak it looks and how lonely you feel, I want you to know that you can make it. There is light at the end of the tunnel, because I thought that way for a moment and almost took my own life. And even though today I still am dealing with child alienation, and it's hard to get your life back, but every day I'm getting better. Every day I'm discovering the true human being that God intended for me to be. And we got to realize that we have to take some responsibility for the abuse, because I know that if I would have been a healthy person and had boundaries, I would not have tolerated the abuse that I did. So we got to realize that there was something in us that we needed healed, and the narcissist come in our life and exposed it. And as much attention that we want to put on them and understand them, we need to put a lot more on ourselves so that we can heal, so that we can become better, so we can learn from this experience, share it, and use it to become the human beings that we can be while we're here on earth. So I'm going to share this, make this video, and let y'all know that I ain't charging for my advice or nothing like that, and I don't have no graphics or music, or it's just me, a little phone, and my heart, and just trying to be the most authentic person that I can be. And I don't have no anger. I know I watch some of my videos and sometimes I seem a little, I don't know what the word is, but I'm not angry and I'm not bitter. I have forgiven the narcissist, and I will never forget. I will never stop sharing what I've gone through. But, I mean, a chip on my shoulder? For sure. But you gotta have that, guys. I mean, you gotta have a chip on your shoulder, but you gotta use it for good. You gotta use it to better yourself. You gotta use it for the strength to get through what you're experiencing. You gotta use it so we can be there for our kids that are being alienated from us. They're trying to be taken out of our life. And we have to use it to show the narcissist that we're not crazy. They're crazy. So I hope y'all get a little something out of this video, and I love y'all, and I pray for everybody that's going through this. And it's tough, it's real, and God bless y'all.